I also played a game called Strayed Lights that came out about a month ago, and I don't really know how to explain it. I really didn't know what I was getting into. It's a review game that I got a code for from the developers or publishers of the game, and it looks cool. It's this 3D action game, I guess. But at the very beginning of the game, you're like this glowing baby, kind of like young child of light, basically. And then you're like walking through, and it's all blurry. And then you eventually be able to get to walk, and then you can make it to this end of the path, and there's a reflection on the other side of this wall of like ice or something, and then all of a sudden you grow up and now you're older, and so does the reflection, but now the reflection's not mirroring you, and it turns into some gigantic evil thing that attacks you. And then you go into this tutorial as you face it, like learning all the different combat moves, and then after you beat it, then you move into the game itself. But it's still confusing of like where to go and what to do. So it's very kind of open and like figure it out on your own kind of game. But the combat is all about parrying. Like you can attack, but it's really about parrying, but also making sure that you do it at the right color. So if the enemy is blue, you need to match the same color, so you can change your color of your character, match the color, and then parry their attack. And as you parry, you get more energy built up, and then you can basically issue like a final blow in the end. And then you collect some points or something, and then you move on to the next. And that's the game so far. It's kind of confusing on where to go, but the combat is interesting. It's also a little flighty in terms of controls, like jumping, especially like you're trying to jump on something, like especially going from a game like Tears of the Kingdom, which is like so precise and where you jump and how you can climb and all this stuff. And then you go to that and you're like, I'm just kind of flying around and floating away, and sometimes you get on an edge that you can't make it up again, and then all of a sudden you're falling to your death. And so it's a really pretty game, and I love the concept behind it, but I'm not sure if I can recommend it right now.